Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Big thing you have to I wouldn't say I'm the one because there are a lot of podcast hosts that can relate to what I'm saying at this moment. There are a lot of persons that when they're doing videos and they want to upload it on YouTube or wherever, they have challenges with the camera, with the computer, and all the kind of stuff. And yeah, man, I was ticked off just a while ago because the camera was clicking on and it just think it crashed or something. But I ain't gonna make that stir my mood up. Um, as you can tell, I have a new haircut. Yes, sir. Okay, Manchester United is going to play against Watford at home at Old Trafford in the next 2 days on Sunday. Um, not much to look forward in the Watford game. I think, for example, okay, Igal is going to play against his old club if he plays, but he's going to face his old club before he dozed off. He was shipped by the Chinese to China to play for them. So my thoughts on the game against Watford, Manchester United against Watford is I just think that United is going to because I think United is going to grab a win against Watford on Sunday. I just don't see Watford putting up a fight. You have Delafeu, you have Dini, you have Success, who's been off the bench, you have the Kure, you have who else? Pearson on the bench. And for those who isn't a big member of the memory lane, when Pearson was in charge of Leicester 5 or 6 years ago or something, yeah, 6 years ago, that Leicester team beat United 5-2, 5-2 at the King's Palace Stadium. So Nigel Pearson is looking to grab a point. I think he would be proud to grab a point at um at Old Trafford, but I don't think Watford is going to come out with any points or um with any benefits for that matter. I mean, the best they could hope for is not losing 5-0. I think that's the best thing that they could hope for. But you never know in football because the Premier League is so unpredictable. That's why it has a lot of sales, a lot of people watch the Premier League. So back to Manchester United, following up with yesterday's draw. My starting 11 would be, again, I'm not going to make this video long. David De Gea in the goal. I'm looking forward to De Gea getting a clean sheet. He needs one for his confidence. Well, he got one in the previous Premier League game, but he needs to continue. Wan-Bissaka, I think Ole is going to play a 4-2-3-1. I don't think there's a need. I don't think there's a need to play a, a five-man, a three at the back, two wing backs, and whatever. I think you'd go with a 4-2-3-1. Starting with Wan-Bissaka on the right, Lindelof. If not Bay might come back in the starting level. Watch out for that one. Lindelof and certainly Harry Maguire will start as captain at centre half. Brandon Williams have been under a lot of criticism as of late because There are a lot of United supporters on Twitter saying, yeah man, Brandon Williams wasn't good anyway. He's average at best. He's just a passion merchant. He's to the academy. He shouldn't be playing. He's garbage. See, that's a problem I have with a lot of millennial football support, and I'll include myself in this because I'm like that at times. Like for example, there are some games where we United supporters, we millennial Manchester United supporters, will say in one game, yeah man, he was very good. He got a hat trick, he got 2 assists as well, 5 goal contribution in a game. That's very impressive. And in the next game, he was taken off at halftime because he was so garbage in the first half. And you say, man, that was fluke, man. That was buck up. That was buck up. He's not good anymore. You know, yeah. I think a lot of United supporters and a lot of football supporters as well. That is millennial in this era. Um, of they're very reactionary. My thoughts on it is that Brandon Brandon Williams is not going to be a Maldini. That's I don't think he'll be a Maldini. I hope I can be proven wrong. I don't think he'll be a Cafu. Well, Cafu play right back, so maybe not. Uh, I don't want to put a ceiling on Brennan Williams. I'm not going to make a prediction. I'll just see what happens because not to go on a long segue. Let me just finish up my starting level. So to me, I would have Luke Shaw left back. I don't think Brennan Williams is going to start against Watford at home. In midfield, in the double pivot, we have Fred. Speaking of midfield, Scott McTominay is back in training, as well as Paul Pogba. So in midfield we have Fred. Um, Fred. I don't think Scott McTominay is going to start in midfield, but alright, let's go with him. Let's go with I mean Paul Pogba, and even if Paul Pogba is back, I don't think he'll play that deep. But just for the purposes of this video and for the starter, I would say like on who Ole is going to stay. Alright, so Fred, Andres Pereira, unfortunately, in the two midfield pivot. Bruno Fernandes as the number 10. Anton Marcel up top. James on the right. I think that's right. Yeah. And no. James on the left. Daniel James on the left. And Mason Greenwood, if not, Mata might start. But I think Mason Greenwood will start. Mason Greenwood will start. So that is David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Fred, Pereira. Um, Speaking of Andres Pereira, I see an excerpt of this little clip of his. Where Andres Pereira was in space in his half, of course, looking for a player to pass the ball to, and he was dilly dallying. He was looking for. And this player was like this is Andres Pereira and the player, so he was like moving up, and the player was like following him. And then he went near to the byline where the throwing line is, and you know, I wouldn't say he skied it, but he kicked it out for a throw in, and he had a lot of time on the ball. Some would say he's a pre-season Pirlo. Some would say that he's not Brazilian, he's not Portuguese. I mean, Mourinho, like someone said on Twitter that Mourinho should have sold him before people actually found out how shit he is, and he is shit. He is. So yeah, Andres Pereira, Bruno Fernandes as 10, James on the left, Morris up top, and Greenwood on the right. So I know this video wasn't as energetic as my previous videos, but yeah, man, that's my preview. Oh, before I close, my prediction, my prediction for the Premier League game against Watford, I would say a 3-0, 3-0 or 4-0 win for Manchester United. 3-0 or 4-0 win against Watford for Manchester United. Again, leave your comments down below in the comment section of who you think will win. It could be Watford, it could be United. And if you think United is going to win, how many goals they're going to win by? If you think Watford is going to win, how many goals they're going to win by? Or it could be a draw. It could be a choose draw. So again, leave your comments down below in the comment section of who you think will win, draw, or win. Alright, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll show it to you in the next podcast. Peace.